Greetings to you, my friends, one and all, wherever you may be viewing from. Welcome to this episode of Bayou Gold Guy. I am Bayou Gold Guy, and a very Merry Christmas season to you all as we kick off the Christmas season with episode number 175 tonight. So, yeehaw! This is it's been a while, and we've got a cool pay dirt, and it's also got some pay dirt out now just for Christmas with this same vendor. He's not really a vendor, but he does do his pay dirt. It's of course Medley Corrupted, as you saw in the title, J-Dog, and he's got a. I never got to see the Comet, but I can see it on his bag. He had a good view of it up in Utah, so very cool. And yes, we're in the Christmas season. I'll be starting to decorate this weekend. I'm going to take Gizmo to go get a tree, and it's been a dreary day. We've had some hard rain. Now it's been just drizzling all the time. I'm supposed to get into 37 tonight, so it's a good time to wear my Vendetta prize shirt. So it's nice and warm out here and a little chill. There we go. Kind of gets you in the mood for the season down here in South Louisiana, where it never... well, it has snowed from time to time, but it doesn't get very wintry for very long. But it's been, I guess it's been about 8 years since it snowed. Yeah, we're due for a flurry here. But for now, let's turn to the new gold epicenter of South Louisiana, as we have for 174 times previously, where, yes, we have a still under construction gold station. I haven't had time between the work and the holiday and the weather. I do have. Well, I'm working on it, but yeah, I didn't want to use it any more flat just because I've already got to hit it again with the primer before I paint it. That's why I started to paint it the other day, get the spray paint out, because we had a little bit of sunshine and I had some time, but I just don't want to do it without another coat of that primer, because it's so hard out here on it. There, I thought it was fitting to throw out my signs. That was from a rally I went to in, I believe it was 2018, where Trump made it snow in the arena down in South Mississippi, where I was like, what was it, Tupelo? But it was very cool. This stuff comes raining down from the ceiling, all these blowers. I thought it was like the plastic mesh or something, and the chick in front of me is in her hair. I'd been already gotten to know her, and I'm sitting there grabbing it out of her hair, and it's melted in my hands. Like, holy crap! Look at this. Trump's making it snow for Christmas. So that was very cool. It was the week after Thanksgiving, so we were just kicking it off, and of course, he was going to say we were going to be saying Merry Christmas again. Of course, 2020. That, you know how that turned out. We're in a different era now. And it's a whole different fight. I guess you all know now Biden just pardoned his son and has got a whole list of people they're going to be mass pardoning whenever, but they didn't do nothing. But they're just going to have a mass pardon on all of them it's disgusting. But at any rate, we're happy that it's going to be a Merry Christmas, I'll tell you what, compared to the last 4 years. So let's see what we got here. The Comet Drop. Very cool, a very cool sticker. Yeah, the board's in there too. Again, I got to get on that too. But check out, he does some awesome pours, and my favorite's his stormtrooper helmets. He does with his silver and his different metals, but very cool sticker. And then his bag, and you can see there's the Comet. Very cool. Never had a view of it. Never saw it at all down here. And then there's Medley Corrupted, 1 gram. This is a $100 bag from October 2024. And then on the back you can see there, sharing the love. I am not a professional pay dirt seller. I decided to make a limited batch of bags for my fans and family. In this bag you'll find some organic unsearched dirts from northern Utah, a place I love skiing up there many times. From a spot I have found the amounts of fly poop gold, where I found tiny amounts of fly poop gold. But I have added at least 1 gram of gold each bag. What does that say? So disclaimer, gold added. Yeah, naturally occurring. And then there you go. Very cool shot though of the comet over the mountains of Utah. So awesome. And you can see there's already some color. You can see some color coming through on this. So I'm hoping I have time to get through this before darkness hits, since I'm getting a late start on this today. Actually, I went to work, busted my ass yesterday on the dreaded floor job I'd been dreading doing, and but then after the last two I did that were so bad, the bathroom, the sewage bathroom. I'll move these out of the way now before they get wet or get blown around. But yeah, I ended up having a pipe burst on me under the house, and it was a bad day. Well, this is that category of it happens to the best of us. I'm rolling out my tower paper, and it rolled off the edge and hit that pipe right here on the side. And when it did, you can see it's supported right there, but it flexed it up. And fucking, there's an old union where they've worked on it before right there, and it's blown it out. You can see where it's rusted through. And I don't have any way to shut it off because the nozzle out there in the box is welded, pretty much welded shut from never being used. So I'm about to go up and buy a T so I can shut this off. Where is it? I'm gonna at least put, wrap a towel around it like that to keep it from blowing up into my floor any more than it already has underneath. And yeah, that's better. But yeah, it's I said I wasn't even worried about this pipe because you can see it's one of the rare ones that actually still has the support on it. Piece of shit, man, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna go get a tea and do some plumbing now. But I went today and the door was locked. They hadn't returned the key, and I couldn't get in. So that was all the rest excuse I needed to say, okay, enough of that for today. I just felt really bad yesterday after dealing with the flooding under the house and stuff. Man, I had a headache and I got nauseous. I don't know what I got into over there, but it carried into last night and even into this morning. I had 8 aspirin in between last night and this morning. Oh, look at it. We've already got the little blues coming out, little candies. I thought this would be a good Christmas bag. There's our coppers. Very nice. Actually, I'm going to need the light out here. Here we go. There's some organics. So yeah, he's got a new bag out that's out for his Christmas bag. There's some shell. Looks like a piece of plastic. A little sleeve of plastic. Some more candy. The blue there, very cool. And yeah, little bits of copper. Now, all right, well, we got that. We got a gram of gold in there. But yeah, so he's got the bags out for Christmas. I think there's a limited number of those with the evil Santa. There's some more copper. Some cool, I guess these are flakes from where he does his pours and stuff that flip off and drip off. So, all right, well, let's get our little pan here and check out some of the, like I said, there's a lot of these little blues in there. I'm not sure what that is. It's not turquoise. I'll have to ask him. But yeah, I was going to take Gizmo with. There's some nice polished garnets. I went to order a bag of golden garnets on Gold Nugget sales, Mike didn't have the chunky 3 gram or the garnets and gold listed anymore. I need to send him a message and see what's going on with that. If he's I thought maybe he'd run out of garnets, but he didn't have it on the chunky either. Was gone. The regular, you know, because that's all the garnets is the 3 gram chunky with the garnets added. But yeah, that'd be really a shame if I lost my garnet source. That's what all my bags started out with, was the gator eyes, because the one of those first bags I did was that golden garnets that he had that was so cool, with a pound of polished garnets. Made for a really neat look, especially the first, you know, I'd never done any of this kind of stuff, so I thought it was cool having a big jar full of shiny red polished jewels. People that don't ever do this stuff, when you see a polished red stone, it reminds you of like a ruby or a, you know, a precious gem. You don't think about them as being ground up to use for sandpaper, but that's largely what they are used for, more than anything, industrial use. But I think they're very cool like this. But I have found them very useful in the past in sandpaper form. Yeah. So I'm gonna need to go get my tweezers for this one. So there we go. There's a little sample of what we're looking for there. Man, the temperature has dropped today out here by about 20 degrees. It started this morning. I went and cooked Gizmo out, and it was supposed to have had this cold front move in. It's like, well, man, it was still, you know, almost 70 degrees. And I finally got moving around and tried to go over to get on that job, even though I was, like I said, I really didn't have my heart in it today. I still don't feel that great right even now. Still, I really haven't eaten since day before yesterday. But yeah, the temperature from just the time I got over there had dropped 10 degrees, and it's like, all right, well, now it's coming in. Nice little garnets there. Yeah, so Mike was doing a giveaway tonight for gold nuggets. I've just been out of the loop. I've been so busy the last 3 weeks. I never even saw it come up or got a notification from it on anything on YouTube or anything from the gold vlog until and I didn't even get on this. I just saw it as I was scrolling through. It came up that the winners were being announced tonight for, like, I don't know, name the nugget, or I'm not sure what the contest even was, but like I said, I never had even heard about it. But some cool looking gold. So, all right, well, very nice. Add to the bottles. I'll have to be doing something for Christmas. I did so much for Halloween. I don't know what I got into on. I just like Halloween, drawing Halloween stuff, I guess. But normally I do the Christmas bottles. But yeah, metally is would be a good. This is I did my very first year. I did buy paydirts to get for Christmas, and damn, half the companies that were on those videos don't exist anymore that were my favorites to get. So, but of course, like I was doing that pirate booty bag a couple weeks ago. Vendetta is a great company to get for you can get an order out quick, get it from them, and of course, Gold Nugget sales. You can't go wrong with getting some of his stuff, and it comes out quick. Plenty of time for Christmas. I know Troubled One, I think he still had some bags that he was going to be putting out. Oh, that's it, Shell. But do not buy from Golden Paydirt. That's you'll see all that buy one get one free if you're not familiar with Golden. I probably should do that and get a couple of bags of Golden just to do, since we haven't done it in a couple of years, just as the cautionary tale. Because they're on Facebook now. I'm never on Facebook, and I go on there. I was on there chasing Gizmo down. Is that some gold? Is that our first piece of gold right there? I think we did. There we are. I've been so busy looking for stuff to pick out, but yep, there is our first flake of metally corrupted. Of course, on the chats, when people first when they're doing their photos, I guess half the time it autocorrects and it calls it mentally corrupted. Not to say that he isn't, but that's not the name of his channel. But yeah, it'll come up as mentally corrupted. I was thinking, hey, your autocorrect. What's your autocorrect? That's not the name. But that happens often in the live chats. On the Friday show. I'm doing a show every Friday for years now. It's like, man, and doing YouTube every week for years. It's like, man, should you take a vacation from it? Like, well, it just doesn't seem right not to do some. I guess as long as you still feel like doing it. Now see, that's like tile, or the stuff that you get that's the fake rock, and you get the white. I was watching that on the counterfeit channel, showing this stuff they try to fake, and largely on Temu, which I don't remember if I just shut them down or if I'm not getting all the stuff I was getting from before, but I was getting, like, I know they got some kind of call out on them for dodging tariffs or using some kind of improper import stuff that they were bypassing. That's how they were giving away their shit so cheap. And so, all right, well, let's get some water set. That's a good amount of our stuff picked through. We'll find what else we got going on here. It's getting dark out here. Shit, I might have to run the cord and set up the light tonight. All right, well, we've got our light going, got the torches burning, our water's set, our jet dry is in. Let the panning begin. Yeah, you can see some there's some solids in there. Naturally occurring material. So yeah, if y'all recognized my opening song there, that was always like the quintessential Christmas song to me as a kid. One of the first ones I learned to play on the xylophone, my little sister's xylophone when I was a little kid, I can remember. I just don't ever play. I don't play on the thing until it's the Christmas season, hardly at all. And then I spend most of my time trying to remember the songs that I already knew. It's not good. There's that one that I can always get like 99% through it. That it's the something of men or whatever. It's man, it seems like there's always, it'll go smooth all the way through until I get like the last end, and I'll hit miss the wrong note or something that blows it. I tried a half a dozen times to do that one for the entry of this. It was like, no, all right, enough of that. And hell, it took me another 10 takes to get where, you know, like I said, even if it's a sour note, it'd be like, no, man, I don't like that. Another bit of blue. Like I said, I'll have to see what that blue is. But yeah, for you know, to get you some pay dirts, one of the ones I recommend definitely would be RJ's too. They ship quick, and it's, you know, not expensive. Like things like still under $30 or at $30, and you get a quarter gram of gold and a bunch of very cool things to pick through. You get you've got a couple 3 kids, you get them each a bag, and they have a blast. Ooh, there we go. There's a nice little piece there. My hands are all wet. Nice little chunk. Very pretty gold. Looks like it has a little bit of quartz there in it too. I got my tweezers. Looks like we got another nice little. Of course, it doesn't. That's a very cool piece. Mr. Minix, what do you see in that? Yes, a bird. Looks like there's a duck landing with his wings up, his neck outstretched. You flip it around. Looks like something totally different. Very cool. That's part of the fun of gold, man. It's like cloud watching. You can, or Rorschach test, I always say, because everybody sees something different in it. It's always funny whenever you see two kind of abstract or you know, unusual things. Like I said, Minix and I often see the same things, and or he'll say it looks like something, but right as I'm typing it in on the chat or something. So that has happened numerous times over the years here on the Friday night show, of which I am so grateful to everyone that tunes in and watches, whether you're on the live chat with us or watching it after the fact on YouTube. That's the joy of that. You can see whatever you want, whenever you want. Little garnets there, very nice. All right, that gold, there's some nice gold showing up there too. It's like I should be commenting on the gold more. I'm kind of focused there chasing the other things. And I'm kind of shaky. It's getting chillier out here. Little black sand showing up there. Yeah, there were quite a few years that I went up to Utah skiing outside of Salt Lake City, Provo, Solitude. This is one of my favorite resorts. I guess you'd call it. We stayed. You could go up the mountain and ski during the day. Or you could stay up there. We stayed at Park City one year, and then we were right at the base of the mountain. We'd be able to go right up. But one year we were up at Solitude we left after Christmas, so we were there for New Year's, and they had a blizzard that came through, so all the people that had taken the buses up that day, the mountain to go, to ski, were stranded. So it was like a big party. It was quite the time, and the first time I'd ever gotten altitude sickness was stayed up there about the second day I was up there, and I started in the morning. It felt like I was already drunk, and I hadn't even smoked yet. It's like, what the fuck? And it was just equilibrium felt messed up, and at the time I didn't know what it was. I found out after the fact that it was altitude sickness. Fortunately, it was not very pervasive, and I shook it off pretty quick. But starting out, it was like, what the hell? But yeah, that was up at, like, we were staying at 9,000 feet, 8,000 feet something. And then you'd go up another couple of thousand to the top of the mountain. I got all the way up there one time, and it was a, oh shit, I got the thing. I'm watching this. I haven't watched the camera. Just they're talking to you guys. And but yeah, I went up there. I was teaching my girlfriend. I'd gone up there with a couple of different girlfriends. One knew how to ski, introduced me to it up there. We stayed with her brother, and then I took one that fell in love with it. We went up several times. One year we went for, I think the year we went for Christmas, we also went back for spring to ski in the spring, where you could just basically ski down the mountain in your jeans and a sweater. Very cool. Skiing through the powder when it's, feels like it's like 50 degrees, very comfortable compared to being, like I said, I was up there and the whiteout came when we'd stayed up there for the holiday, and damn, my neighbor's home. And I had taken the top lift. I wouldn't take her up that high. We'd stay low stuff for her, and then I'd leave her behind and go up, make the runs. And but yeah, I got up there and there was no way to get down because literally you just couldn't. It was almost vertical. Your skis would hang off the edge, and you'd be looking like straight. It was ridiculous. But that's when you get to the top. That's what those were, the double black diamonds. And yeah, so we were following the cat trails down one by, in single file line, just staying ahead of the person, watching the person ahead of you, because you couldn't see more than 3 or 4 feet. It was coming down so hard and just so dense of just solid, nothing but solid white. It was, I live in Texas. I never had seen anything like it. Very cool. But there you go. That's there's a nice little cluster there from Utah, state I love. I'd love to go back up there and see the Dinosaur National Park whenever it's oh, hey brother. All right, where were we? Had a little problem next door. He got flooded. We had the torrential rain this morning, and I could hear it. Woke me up. I could hear it, splashing onto the. Why are we zoomed in so much? Gold, getting that gold. Come on. Splashing onto the concrete from the gutter, and I'm like, I'm not used to hearing that sound. And you can look out here, and there's old sandbags sitting here by the door, or by the fence, and you can see it. You can see where water has washed it. About 8 inches of sand thick out of the sandbags. So they're stacked about 3 or 4 high. Some are busted open now because they've been there a long time. And but yeah, you can see where the water has flown out of that, flown right into his door. He woke up, he had water around his bed in his house, and it's happened before, and it's from this gutter out here. So I'm gonna have to address that because cannot have. He's got a really nice computer set up. He plays in a band, so he's got instruments and shit. Stuff you don't want. You don't want anything in your house to get wet, period. I rebuilt the whole back of this house after Ike. Or, Ike, what the hell am I calling Ida. Jeez, Ike is, that's 15 years ago. I tell you guys, I lived one long day for the last 30 years. A week, a month, a decade. It's all the same to me. All right, well, dang, that's a lot of little stuff to pick out of there. Looks like a little bit of silver in there too. And I guess some pyrite. Damn, I'm even having trouble pronouncing words right tonight. I'm losing my perspicacity. That looks like a little speck of gold right there. Gizmo, stop it. I can hear him whimpering at the door. All right, well, we're going to get through this next one and see what we got. All right, well, we're down to the bottom of this one. I picked all the good stuff out. Got a bunch more little garnets and some coppers and more of the blues. I'm thinking those are the dyed. I don't think that's actual rocks, but like I said, I'll have to ask him and see. Got a little bit of black sand in there, some little copper pieces left, but got the bulk of this stuff. Of course, I didn't classify this. You could have done that and done it in a few different batches. Stretch it out a bit. Increase your fun factor. Yeah. There's a lot of little copper bits in this one, but that makes it a little tougher to separate that gold when you get that copper in there. A few more garnets that made it through. That's what's nice too. The garnets hold like the gold do. A bit of copper there. If the audio is a little different on this one, I have abandoned the. Actually, I was going to order one and I forgot to order it. Try a different lapel mic, because I just can't have that one where it just arbitrarily dies on me sooner than it does on other times, and then leave me having to narrate over dead air. That's the thing I hate doing the most. So I was like, well, we're just going to alleviate that issue completely and go back to the old school low tech, talking low tech with a phone that's got more computer power than our space program did for 50 years. Well, as you saw, the prophecy day came and went for alien invasion. We were supposed to have had first contact, alien invasion or alien contact or something for December 3rd or December 4th. I don't know. I never saw what prophecy they were referring to, from handed down from 1980. But I missed it. I'd have missed it if it came, because I was not aware of it till after it had happened, and they were pointing out how we weren't invaded. You don't know when you're not invaded. Somebody has to tell you. So we officially were not invaded, even though they have that video of that fucking sphere sitting on the runway at the airport in England somewhere. That's crazy shit. Just sitting there hovering off the runway between the planes, and they were trying to get some kind of providence on it, but as far as what I'd seen, the last thing I'd seen, it was not a hoax. It was not something that was made up. But yeah, and then they've had a rash of them though the last couple of weeks. Major sightings all around the world leading up to Invasion Day, so that's why I think they kind of played that up a little more, that they're coming. But I think whatever is here has been here a very long time, probably longer than we have. something going on that we cannot logically explain or dismiss, unless you're a libtard. Then of course, then there's no problem. Men can be women, and criminals can be heroes, and yeah, delusional people will be telling you what to do. All right, well, I'm going to go through and get the rest of that copper out, and we'll finish off our last pan. I washed a lot more down there than I thought I did. All right, we are at the bottom of our Comet. And we got a bunch more little goodies out of it. I didn't see the copper, as much copper in this one, but I didn't last time until I got to the bottom of it, so we'll see what remains. And of course, when I was talking about pay dirts you could get for Christmas, you could always order you a bottle of the Bayou Gold Guy special. I'll be doing something if you want to pre-order, because it'll be a limited number, but we'll have the usual Christmas gems in there. Then we got a little bit of, looks like more of that silver, little silver beads. Somebody's horns going off incessantly. Very nice. Well, there we go. Fingers are wet. Come on. Still a few little silver beads in there with it, but that is our gold. So let me pick through these, and we'll be back. Well, I went through all my tailings, and aside from a couple of garnets and a bit of silver, that was it. So we got all of our gold here. Got it in our Mine Lab pan tonight. This is what I use for going through my tailings, because I can rip through them so quick with this pan. Those deep ridges, I really like it. I like my green pans for regular panning, but I like this one for the cleanup. I guess we can get some very nice looking gold, though. Check that out. If we can get my camera to cooperate. So yeah, and that light, it looks like there's a lot of silver around it. That's just the glare from the reflection off the gold on the water. But we still got a couple of little tiny pieces of silver that snuck in there, but that's all right. Other than that, we're pretty clean. Like I said, it makes a very overriding. Come on, there we go. Very nice little bright display of gold out here in the night. So that we will, oh, and we've got our, oh, let's set that up. We've got our batch of goodies out of the bag. And you can see there's a lot of Christmas color there. Silver and blues and reds and coppers. So very cool. We'll get this end dried up and see if we found everything. All right, our gold is dried and looking very, very nice there. Crumbly. It's some crumbly gold along with some flakes. Gizmo, calm down. She's at the door whining about something. But yes, some beautiful stuff. So let's go ahead and, as we so often have done now, 175 times to be exact, and see what we got here. We got some very, very nice shine on that. Oh, actually had a little piece that flipped off there. 1.159. So very nice. Thank you so much to J-Dog for a very cool Comet bag. Like I said, the Comet drop is that's the best shot of the Comet I had. So very cool. And thank you again for the awesome channel sticker, J-Dog Silver. Very cool. Check out, I'll leave a link to his channel. Check out he does some awesome pours. He used to always do his regular weekly. Oh, we've gone up to 160 as it levels out. So very nice. It'll be a nice addition to. Let's see what our little chunk there weighed. Oh well, let's tear it out since we took off there. Seems like if you put it to the edge of the scale, it's more exact. 172. So, like I said, a nice little specimen there. You can see it's got a little bit of quartz showing through on it. It's got a very nice sparkle to it. I know gold doesn't sparkle; it shines, but it does have that little bit of extra there, it seems. So, all right. So here is our up close and personal look at our little chunkies and flakes, and like I said, it's some very pretty gold. Oh, if I can get my thing to cooperate. I've never gotten as good at close-ups as I did on my crummy Galaxy 8 phone that I started doing this with. It's now at the bottom of the intercoastal out there from crabbing, but it was already on its way out when I lost it. But I still miss that phone. It was a good phone, good camera. But yeah, some beautiful pieces. Like I said, there you can see there's a little bit of rock in that one. There's our one looked like a bird to me whenever we saw it the first time. There it looks almost like a deer head. I guess, I don't know. Oh, battery's low. There went my light. So we're finishing this up. But yeah, you can see there's some nice chunky pieces there. Oh, what? Oh, I got my giant. Oh. So, and then we've got our beautiful batch of goodies out of there. Garnets, and I said I'll have to find out what the blues are. And then our coppers and some silvers. So, all in all, a good time with that bag. Like I said, it'd be a fun one to do. And he's got the evil scent out now. So, one of the ones to get for Christmas. Well, all right, my friends. Here I'm with one of my little babies. They just turned 8 weeks old, and she's what looks like her daddy, except she's black instead of gray. But yeah, they're. I only got about maybe 2 weeks left with them. Yeah, I've only got about 2 weeks left with them, and they're going to be going. But man, I am going to miss these guys so much. They have really imprinted. They're with me all the time. They spend the night on the bed. They're underfoot. And yes, and they love their big brother. They love their big brother. So once again, I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. As I was doing this, because it came at the end of the month, I was realizing, well, I haven't done anything since the Thanksgiving turducken. So thank y'all for tuning in on that last week. That was quite a project, and I ate on that for 5 days before I finally made me some steak. I did the 2 steak video, but yeah, it was a good Thanksgiving here. So like I said, I hope everyone had a wonderful one, and going into the Christmas season. So like I said, I'm going to take the boy to go get us a tree, and we got more rain coming, so I think we're going to try to get one before. I was thinking about going tonight, but it's getting a little bit late. I don't know. We want to start messing with that. So thank you all again so much for tuning in. If you have not done so yet, you might think about hitting that subscribe button. A like's always nice. YouTube likes to see that. And thank you also channel members. Thank you to Mentally Corrupted is a channel member. He's one of the first ones. It's been like 6 months now. I have a list of the names here for my long terms, and thank you all for everyone that support the channel. And our heart goes out to Julie. She lost her sweetheart this week, Sheba, and like I said, I got really choked up just then because it takes me back immediately to Schrodinger and Irwin, my 2 that I lost, and it's like I said, it's worse than people for me losing them. So however that sounds, but yeah, so we feel for her for sure, because I know that's a hard pain to get over, but you just got to remember all the fun you had with them, and yeah, so I'm going to get choked up if I talk about it anymore. So that's why we got our little boy and all my gang here. That keeps me very happy, and they're a lot better than people. I don't know, what can I say? I just like them better than people. But present company accepted, of course. Bayou Gold Guy saying thank you all once again so much. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas season here. Get everything done. We're going to start decorating, putting some lights out, getting our tree. Yeah, we're going to maybe wrap the front tree. We're going to decorate this year because we got something to celebrate for Christmas. And like I said, it's going to be some fun times coming up, seeing what goes down. So definitely won't be boring. And the fight's just begun, my friends. So bear that in mind. And plus, in 2026 is going to be here before you know it, for where we're going to have to knock out the rest of these scumbags that are obstructing. They're obstructionists and they're Republicans, and if these people that are trying to obstruct Trump's picks, we got a list, and they'll all be primaried. I'm gonna say get them out of there and make room for people that are gonna do the job. So, but right now we're celebrating. We haven't gotten to inauguration yet, and he's already changing the world. So, yeehaw, my friends. Have a wonderful evening, day, time, whatever time you're watching. And thank you again. Until the next time, Gizmo the Wonder Dog and I say thank you so much. And peace out, my friends. Take care. Oh, and there's my little runt. She's the little one that reminds me of Earl. And this is the one that's going to be the hardest one to get rid of because she stays with me all the time. And she does. She reminds me. She looks just like him whenever except he had the mange whenever I found him out the bayou, or he found me painting on the bayou. Literally 20 feet away was the bayou, and he showed up. Little smaller than this, maybe 5 weeks old. But he had a little mange on him, on his tail and his ears. I had to take him in, and but he got all good, all better. But yeah, she's one that's It's really hard for me to let go. Plus, it's harder for them to get rid of the black ones for some reason. They're the last ones to go that I've given them. But like I said, I'm pretty sure at Christmas time they're all going to go pretty fast. But yeah, it's I keep telling myself we got enough. It's hard enough to split attention to so many, and then Gizmos always feels neglected every time I'm loving on them. So yes, it's up here they're all showing up. There's two more of them. There's two more of the little girls. This is the big one here. She's a lump. She's solid. And this is the little tortie. Yeah, it looks like her mama. We always have a tortie in each batch. So, yep, I'm the crazy cat guy down here for sure. All right. Oh, there you go. There's still a couple of them missing. They're playing. Yes, Gizmo. I'll take you out.